Magic in the Morning, brand new music. Got yesterday from Taylor Swift. I Knew It, I Knew You. It's 8:36, Tuesday morning. Time for Good Policies with Mike Barrett. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Jeff.
Barrett Insurance Agency, Portland Street in St. Johnsbury's got you covered. And what a beautiful day out there, huh?
You know, sunshine, no humidity, light chance of a passing shower. I like this kind of day.
We definitely do. So our last chat, or the one before that, we were talking about shopping and renting vehicles and how insurance comes into play there. And also, too, we tend to talk about the confusion created when somebody gets a new vehicle or a new-to-them vehicle. You want to go on with that today?
I think that's a very timely thing. So I lease my truck, and my lease was up. So I had a choice. Buy something, lease something else, or walk. I wasn't going to buy, wasn't going to walk, so I leased another vehicle. So yesterday, I changed my vehicle, and for 11 years, Jeff, I've been leasing the exact same make, model, and color of the vehicle I have, which is a Ford F-150. Did I say 2011? 2015. 2015. So for 11 years, I've had the exact same color vehicle. People would pick on me like, did you trade? Yeah. Like, what'd you get? The same thing. Literally just the newer model year, just to stay on a lease. I went outside of my comfort zone yesterday, and I got me a blue rig. So, but it's fun. But there's a process when you're trading vehicles, all right? So whether you're buying or trading or what have you, you're working with the dealership. They're going to need proof of insurance. Inevitably, a lot of the sales folks, of no fault of their own, because we're just trying to be helpful, will say, we can make sure your insurance knows about it. Hard stop. You need to let your insurance know about it, okay? You are part of the contract. Remember, an auto insurance policy is a contract. If you remember, when you first got it, the insurance agent signed and you signed. Not the car dealer, not the salesperson, you. So you are the party of the contract. So make sure that when you are trading or purchasing a vehicle, that you are making your insurance aware very quickly, if not immediately, that you are doing so.
So I'm going to assume that that's probably along the same idea. There's only certain people that can find out your medical information, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very, because here's the thing, you may have had an old car that was liability only, that you didn't care about damage to that vehicle, so you were going to carry liability only. And now you're like, well, I'm at a point in my life where I want a newer vehicle, and maybe you have a loan, and maybe you're going to need physical damage, which encompasses both comprehensive and collision coverage. Well, if you're going to have those, you're going to have a discussion, because you have deductible choices. Do you want a $100 deductible, $250 deductible, $500, $1,000 or higher? So there's discussions that need to be had. There's decisions that need to be made that can't be made by a third party, need to be made by the party of the contract, i.e. you. Super easy. Twin State Ford loves it when because like I said, I've been doing the same 3-year leases since 2015. They love it when I come in, because I've got my binder, I've got my payment. I'm like, here's my insurance card. I am 100%. We're good. Give me the keys. I want out. So it's about being proactive on that. Now, I'm going to dial back. If you are driving a vehicle with liability only and you are getting one that will require full coverage, you better frontline that one. You better front load that, because you're not going to automatically get, which is my favorite thing, the broadest coverage on an auto policy to a new vehicle or a traded vehicle, which you get regardless of whether you have reported it or not. You get a grace period, which I tell people not to use, but you get a grace period. So if I'm trading on a Saturday, trading my 2023 for a 2026 on Saturday, I can let my insurance agent know on Monday, and I've had coverage driving through the weekend since purchase of that 2026. So there's some options there. It's about just a phone call. That's it. Just call your agent. Super easy.
Well, like you said, you got to have the conversation, because you got to determine what's right for the coverage of the vehicle. And I'm going to go on the assumption that anybody that's doing it for you is going to do it for the best premium possible, which isn't going to be the best coverage.
Not always. I mean, you got a lot to worry about. Now, granted, when you're trading vehicles, or if you have an existing auto policy, it's highly likely you're not changing the liability limits. Highly likely that you're not adding or removing or modifying the medical payments coverage. It really comes down to the physical damage coverage choices of the comprehensive and collision. And it also comes down to, do you want gap insurance? We call it loan lease coverage, which is available with almost every auto insurance carrier. Do you want to purchase it through that way of getting it, or do you want to purchase it through the dealership? there's a benefit to purchasing it through your auto insurance because it's all one company. You're not going to have two companies fighting with each other if you buy the gap insurance through the insurance. Because let's use this scenario. Let's say the gap insurance is a third party that you purchased at the dealership, and your insurance company pays actual cash value. Maybe that gap insurance company gets mad and says that wasn't enough. There could be dispute and gaps in coverage, which is not supposed to happen when you have gap coverage. So it's not a bad idea to look at the opportunity of buying gap coverage if you need it. A reminder, gap coverage pays for the difference of actual cash value of the vehicle and remaining balance of a loan if you have a total loss.
All right. So, again, this is one of those times when you got to have a conversation. Tell them how to do it.
Super simple. 748-5224 is our number. You can find our office on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury, online, thebarrettagency.com. Google, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Just look for Barrett Insurance Agency.
A blue truck. I would never have noticed you coming in.
I know, right? And real quick, if you get a chance, go to NEK Can's Facebook page. I have a moment of pride with that. So our golf scramble is next Thursday in Orleans at the country club there. And I thought I had the most ingenious thought, right? So we wanted to do a slideshow of sorts to thank our whole sponsors. So I did it to the sounds of Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love.
I love it. Golf for Good Day.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. We won't see you before Sunday, so have a happy Father's Day.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. Magic in the Morning rolls on. Hometown Minute coming up shortly. We just gave you new music from Taylor Swift. Up next, it's the latest from Niall Horan on Magic.